Hey guys, it's me again. It's been longer than I wanted it to be, and that's just because I'm not good at I'm not good at keeping promises. I promised myself I would make videos very periodically, and then I didn't, and there's no further explanation to that. It's just I do that stuff all the time. So I'm gonna try and be better, but we'll see if that actually works. So somebody requested that I do a top 10 anime video. I'm gonna do top 5. Not because I haven't seen 10 animes, but because there gets to a point where I can't really say much about them, so I wanted to make it more animes I knew I could talk about, rather than just me listing off 10 animes. So, and I watch a lot of, what's known as entry-level anime, and I don't get why that's a thing. People get very defensive about, oh, I don't watch that kind of anime, but, I mean, it's good. There's a reason it's considered entry-level. It's because it's good, and there's good characters and good storytelling, so I don't really care if any of you think that these are stupid animes to be on my top 5, but, here we go. Also, these are in no particular order, because I'm very bad at ordering things in my favorites. So let's just dive right in. The first one is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. And I know it's a big debate, which is better, 2003 or Brotherhood. I don't really think either one is, better than the other. I prefer Brotherhood, and that's just because of the animation and the storyline in that it's different. Not that it's better, it's just different, and I like it better. I don't get why it's, don't fight about it. I don't care which one you like. I prefer Brotherhood, and if you prefer 2003, that's fine. But Fullmetal Alchemist is, it's so good. There's nothing really more to say than that. It's good. It's got amazing characters. It's got every kind of character you could ask for. And it's got an incredible story and great, moral compass issues, and it's so good. If you haven't watched it, do yourself a favor. Check out both of the animes, the manga, anything you want. It's awesome, all of it. Next is One Punch Man, which I actually watched really recently. I should probably read the manga, because I know there's not that much of the anime, but it was incredible. Great characters, great story, hilarious, but also just good. And the thought that kept coming into my mind as I was watching it is it reminded me of everyone took all of their middle school OCs from all the stuff they've ever done, all the overpowered, super incredibly strong OCs, and put them all into one anime. That's kind of what it would be like, because everybody was just a powerhouse, and it kind of balanced it. It was so funny. Next is Danganronpa. The reason I like Danganronpa, I'm not gonna lie, it's because of Togami. If it was a different character there instead of Togami, I probably wouldn't like it as much. I love Togami. I connect with Togami. He's everything I aspire to be. Next is Utena, Revolutionary Girl Utena, which is one of the first, I don't want to say it's my first anime, but it was one of the first animes that used to be on Funimation. It makes no sense. It honestly makes no sense. But the fact that Utena, her entire life goal is to be a prince, I relate to that so much, and I fenced when I fenced when I started watching it, so it was just whoa, there's a fencing anime? Not that the entire anime was about fencing, but it makes no sense, and so I'm not gonna be hey, you should watch it. If you think you can handle not understanding anything about it ever, go ahead and watch it. If not, don't bother. And finally, number 5, we have Ouran High School Host Club. How can you not like it? I mean, the characters are hilarious, the plot's hilarious, and in the hilarity, there's lots of, moral issues and friendships and relationships, and it's good, because it's crazy, but at the same time, there's a lot to learn from it. Not necessarily that there's life lessons, but Tamaki goes through things, Kyoya goes through things, the twins have a big fight, and that, it's good. I've said good 1900 times in this video. I promise I was in AP classes, I took etymology, but this is my vocabulary now. And I didn't put this on my list because it's not technically an anime, and it was top 5 anime, but Spiral: The Bonds of Reasoning. There is an anime, but it's bad, and I don't recommend it. The manga, however, I recommend, kind of. I mean, it's very, very confusing. It makes more sense than Utena, but it's still very confusing, and it's kind of intense, but it's so good. No spoilers, but basically the plot is this kid, Ayumu, his brother, left him and his sister-in-law, and they're trying to figure out, not necessarily why, but kind of the whole thing surrounding his brother, and then there are these weird things called the Blade Children, and I can't say much without giving it away, but you should try it sometime. I'm pretty sure it's online somewhere. And another thing, I would not forgive myself if I didn't mention, this, again, isn't an anime, isn't even a manga, but it's my favorite thing in the whole world. It's Loki, Agent of Asgard. This is actually the second volume. I don't know where the first one is, but I like the cover of this one. Anyway, basically, it's about Loki, Marvel Loki, except he's not like he is in the Cinemaverse right now. He's been reincarnated into, basically, I mean, he looks like a 20-year-old, and he lives in Manhattan. Do I need to say more? So anyway, check out Spiral if you're interested in that. Check out Agent of Asgard. I'm pretty sure you can buy every volume that's out so far digitally for like $4. The comics are in limited print, so it's harder to find them, but like I said, you can buy the digital copies pretty easy. Check out any of the animes I mentioned if you haven't seen them before, except Utena, because it makes no sense. And tell me what your favorite animes are, your favorite mangas and comics right now. So I'll see you in the next video, if I don't take forever to make it.